Hello students, the board has released sample question papers in mathematics, that is the basic as well as standard. So here in this lecture session, let us solve the basic question paper. Now this basic mathematics question paper is relatively simpler when compared to the standard paper as expected. Now the first section, section A, has 20 questions which are multiple choice, each question carrying 1 mark. So let us proceed with section A. The first question states that if two positive integers p and q are expressed as p equals ab square and q equals a cube b, where a and b are both prime, then the LCM of p comma q is. Now what is the easiest way to find the LCM of two numbers? The easiest way to find LCM of two numbers is here a and b are prime, so therefore identify the maximum power of prime. So here you have a cube and for b it is b square. So LCM of p comma q is a cube b square, and this corresponds to option C. Question 2. What is the greatest possible speed at which a man can walk 52 kilometers and 91 kilometers in an exact number of hours? That means here we need the greatest possible speed. We need to find the HCF. So to find the HCF, let me divide 52 by prime numbers. 2s are 26, 2 you get 13. So 52 can be written as 2 square into 13. So similarly, let me divide 91. So 91, we know that 13 into 7 is 91. So 91 is 7 into 13. Right? Now to find the HCF, so I need to find the HCF of 52 comma 91. The easiest way is identify the common factors. So the common factor is 13, so this is 13. So HCF of 52 comma 91 is 13, and that corresponds to option C. So 13 kilometers per hour. Question 3. If 0 of a quadratic polynomial x square plus 3x plus k is 2, then the value of k is. So 0 of this polynomial is 2 and we need to find k. So what do? Now if this is f of x, put x equal to 2, because 2 is 0 of this polynomial. So you get 2 square, which is 4, plus 3 into 2 is 6, plus k equals 0. So k plus 10 equals 0. So k equals minus 10. So identify the option. It is option B. Question 4. The pair of equations, we have 6x minus 3y plus 10 equals 0 and 2x minus y plus 9 equals 0. So here a1 is 6, a2 is 2, b1 is minus 3, b2 is minus 1, c1 equals 10, c2 equals 9. Right? So let me divide them. a1 by a2, b1 by b2, and c1 by c2. So a1 by a2 is 6 by 2, b1 by b2 is minus 3 by minus 1, c1 by c2 is 10 by 9. So this is 2 3s are 2 1, so this is 3 by 1. I can cancel minus sign. This is also 3 by 1. So we have a1 by a2 equals b1 by b2, which is not equal to c1 by c2. So for this condition, a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2, not equal to c1 by c2, it basically means there is no solution, which essentially means that these two lines are parallel to each other. So observe, it is option B, that is the two lines are parallel. Question 5. If the quadratic equation x square plus 4x plus k equal to 0 has real and equal roots. So when the quadratic equation has real and equal roots, we know that b square minus 4ac equals 0. Right? So a is 1, b is 4, and c equals k. So b square minus 4ac, b is 4. So 4 square is 16 minus 4 into a is 1 into k equals 0. So 16 equals 4k. So k equals 16 by 4, which is equal to 4. So observe the option. It is option C. Find the perimeter of a triangle with vertices. It's a very easy problem. So the vertices are 0, 0. And then here you have 3, 0. And then this is 0, 4. So you have a triangle here. So this basically is a right angle triangle. This distance is 3, this distance is 4. This is a right angle triangle, and the hypotenuse is 5 because 3, 4, 5 are Pythagorean triplets. So you add all of them, 3 plus 4 plus 5. So 7 plus 5 equals 12. So the perimeter of this triangle is 12 units. So the option is option B. If in triangles ABC and DEF, so we have two triangles ABC and DEF. So what has been given? The ratio of the sides AB by DE, AB by DE. So AB by DE is equal to BC. So this is equal to BC by FD. So where is BC? BC is here, FD is here. Then they will be similar, right? What about the angles? So we find that the included angle here is angle B, whereas the angle here is D. So when we have angle B equals angle D. So angle B equals angle D corresponds to option C. Very simple problem. In which ratio the y-axis divides the line segment joining the point? So you have a point 5, minus 6. And then you have another point minus 1, minus 4. You join these two, and let's say this is the y-axis. So any point on the y-axis will have the x value 0. So this is going to be 0, let's say y1. So I need to find the ratio here. So let the ratio be m1. So we have the formula where the value 0, the x value 0 equals m1 x2. So m1 x2 is minus 1 plus m2 x1, that is 5m2 divided by m1 plus m2 equal to 0, right? So if this is equal to 0, the numerator has to be 0. So minus m1 plus 5m2 equals 0. So take m2 to the other side. So you have 5m2 equals m1, or m1 by m2. That is, take m2 to the other side, it goes to the denominator, it will be equal to 5 by 1. So the ratio is 5:1, which is option B. Question 9. In the given figure, you have two tangents and then you have a circle. This is P, this is A, and this is B. This angle is 50 degrees, and this is center O. Right? So OA and OB are the radii, and what has been asked, we need to find the angle here. So we need to find angle OAB. So OAB. So this angle is what we need to find. Now we know that the radius and the tangent are at right angles. So this is 90 degrees, this is 90 degrees. So 50 plus this angle is 180, right? So 50 degrees plus angle AOB equals 180 degrees. So this angle AOB equals 130 degrees. So this is 130. So in the given triangle AOB, this is 130. These two sides are equal. So angles opposite to equal sides are equal. So this side is equal to this angle is equal to this angle, right? So if this is x, this also is x. So 2x plus 130 equals 180 degrees. So take 130 to the other side. 180 minus 130 gives me 50. So 2x equals 50. X equals 50 by 2, which is 25 degrees. So this angle is also 25. This angle also is 25. So the right option is option A. Question 10. If sine A equals 1 by 2, then secant A equals. So what is secant A? Now sine A, so you have a right angle triangle, so let this be A. So sine of angle A is opposite side by hypotenuse, right? So what is this value? It is root of 2 square minus 1. So which is 4 minus 1, which is root 3, right? Because this forms a right angle triangle, so therefore root 3 square plus 1 square will be equal to 2 square, which is 4. So this is 1, this is going to be root 3 by Pythagoras theorem. So what is cos A? Cos A is adjacent side root 3 by hypotenuse, which is 2. Secant A is just the reciprocal of this, which is 2 by root 3. So 2 by root 3 corresponds to option A. Question 11. So we have root 3 cos square A plus root 3 sine square A is equal to. So here root 3 is common, just take root 3 common. So you get cos square A plus sine square A. And we know that cos square A plus sine square A is equal to 1. So this is equal to root 3. So observe the options. It is option C. Very easy problem. 12th one. Find the value of. So you have cos 1 degree into cos 2 degree and so on into cos 90 degrees. What is this value? See, here we do not know the value of cos 1, cos 2, cos 3, etc. But we know the value of cos 90. And what is cos 90? Cos 90 is 0. So anything into 0 will always be equal to 0, right? So you have cos 1 into cos 2 up to cos 89 into 0 will give me 0. So therefore the answer is 0, which is option B. 13th one. If the perimeter of a circle is equal to that of a square, then the ratio of their areas are. So you have a circle and you have a square. So given that perimeter of a circle is equal to that of a square. So what is perimeter of a circle? It is 2 pi r, right? And let the side of the square be s. So this is equal to 4s. Perimeter of the square is 4s. So 2 1s are 2 2s are. So pi into r equals 2s. So this is one relation. We need to find the ratio of their areas. Now area of the circle is pi r square and the area of the square is s square, right? So here I have r square by s square, which can be written as pi into r by s the whole square. Now bring s to the denominator, so r by s is equal to 2 by pi, right? So this gives me pi into 2 by pi the whole square. So you have 1 pi gets cancelled, so you have 4 by pi. So now what is the value of pi? 4 divided by 22 by 7, right? So it is 4 into 7 by 22. So 2 2s are 2 11s are, so that gives me 14 by 11. So the ratio is 14 is to 11. So observe the options. The option is B. Question 14. The radii of two circles are in the ratio 4 is to 3. So the radii R1 by R2. If I take the ratio, it is equal to 4 by 3. So we need to find their areas. So what is area of the first circle? It is pi R1 square divided by pi R2 square. So pi gets cancelled. So it is R1 square by R2 square. And what is R1 by R2? It is 4 by 3. So it is square of 4 by 3, which is 16 by 9. So the right option is option C. Next, 15th one. The total surface area of a solid hemisphere of radius 7. So R equals 7 centimeters. So the total surface area of a hemisphere is 3 pi r square. Right? So you have 3 into. So the answers are in pi. So you have 3 pi into r square is 49. So 49 into 3 gives me. So 49 into 3, 27. 147. So 147 pi centimeter square. So observe the right option is option D. For the following distribution, so you have the distribution, observe, you have class 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, and then 20 to 25. And then you have 10, 15, 12, 20, and 9. So what is the question? The question is the upper limit of the modal class. So which is the modal class? The one which has the highest frequency, which is 20. So the upper limit of the modal class is 20. So the right option is option C, which is 20. Question 17. If the mean of the following distribution, so you have the variable x, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you have the frequency, which is 4, 5, y, 1, and 2. And what is mean? So we have mean, which is summation fx by summation f, right? So let me find fx, f into x. 4 into 1 is 4, 5 into 2 is 10, 3y, 4, and 10. So find summation fx. Right, 10 plus 10 is 20, plus 8 is 28, so you have 28 plus 3y. And what is summation f? So you have 5 plus 4 is 9, 10, 12, so you have 12 plus y. So 12 plus y is summation f, and this is 28 plus 3y. And what is mean? Mean is 2.6. So 2.6 equals 28 plus 3y divided by 12 plus y. So you have 2.6 into 12 plus y equals 28 plus 3y. So what is 12 into 2.6, which gives me 31.2 plus 2.6y equals 28 plus 3y. Right? So 31.2 minus 28 gives me 3.2 equals 0.4y, or y equals 3.2 divided by 0.4, or it is 32 by 4, which is 8. So y equals 8. So the right option is option B. A card is selected at random from a well shuffled deck of 52 cards. So find the probability of it being a red face card. So you have a red face card, means you have jack, queen, and king, and you have diamond, 3. The red cards are diamond as well as heart. So it is 3 plus 3, which is 6. So the probability is 6 by 52, which is 3 by 26. So the right option is A. Question 19. If HCF of 510 and 92 is 2, and the LCM of 510 and 92 is 32460, right? So let us try to find out if the HCF is 2 and the LCM is 32460. So you have 510 divided by 2, you get 2, 5, 5, and then divided by 5, you get 51, and then divided by 3, you get 70. So 510 is 2 into 3 into 5 into 70, the factors of 510. And what about 92? 2s are, you have 46, then 2s are, you have 23. So the factors of 92 is 2 into 2 into 23. Right? So now how do you find the HCF? Find the common factors of both the numbers. 510 and 92 is 2. So the HCF is 2, which is correct. Now what about the LCM? So to find the LCM, you have the maximum power of 2 is 2 square into, multiply all of them, 3 power 1 into 5 power 1 into 17 power 1 into 23 power 1. So when you multiply all of them, you have multiplied, you get 23460, right? So here, according to the assertion, the HCF of these two numbers is 2, but the LCM of these two numbers is not 32460. So this is a false statement, right? This is a false statement. And what about the reason? HCF into LCM of two numbers is equal to the product of two numbers, which is true. So observe ABCD. You find that the assertion is false, but the reason is true. So which is option D. Question 20. The ratio in which the line segment joining the points 2, -3 and 5, 6 internally divided by the x-axis is 1:2. So it's been given that you have 2 points, let's say A and B. So this is 2, -3 and this is 5, 6. And I have the line joining the 2 points AB, which is divided by the x-axis in the ratio 1:2, and let us check that. So let the ratio be k:1. So we have to prove that the ratio is 1:2. So any point on the x-axis will have the coordinates x, 0. So a point on the x-axis will have the y value 0. So let this point be P, which is of the value x, 0. So P x, 0 is equal to, so this is k:1, right? So you have the x value, which is m1 x2, that is k into 5 plus 1 into 2 divided by k plus 1, and then you have k into 6 plus 1 into -3 divided by k plus 1. So we know that the y value is 0. So k into 6 minus 3 divided by k plus 1 equals 0. So if this is equal to 0, then the numerator has to be equal to 0. So k into 6 minus 3 equals 0. So 6k equals 3. So k equals 3 by 6, or it is 1:2. Right? So therefore we have the ratio 1:2, which has been given in the question, and therefore it is correct. And also, so the formula for internal division, which is mx2 plus nx1 divided by n plus n, and my2 plus ny1 divided by n plus n, is the correct explanation of the assertion, and that is what we have seen here, right? So we have used the formula, and then we have proved that the x-axis divides the line AB in the ratio 1:2. So therefore, if you go through all the 4 options, the right option is option A. So this comes to the end of section A, which consisted of 20 multiple choice questions. So in section B, there are 5 questions of 2 marks each. So let us go through section B. For what value of k will the following pair of linear equations have infinitely many solutions? So you have kx plus 3y minus k minus 3 equals 0, and then you have 12x plus ky minus k equals 0. So what is the condition? We know that a1 by a2 must be equal to b1 by b2 must be equal to c1 by c2, right? So what is a1? You have k, a2 is 12, b1 is 3, b2 is k, and c1 is minus k minus 3, and c2 is minus k. So k by 12 must be equal to 3 by k must be equal to minus of k minus 3 divided by minus k. So let us equate 2 of them, and then let us check. So you have k by 12 equals 3 by k, or you have k square. So k into k is k square equals 12 into 3, which is 36. So k equals root 36 plus or minus, which is equal to plus or minus 6. So k equals plus or minus 6. So now let us consider the next 2 relations. So you have 3 by k equals minus of k minus 3 divided by minus k. So minus minus gets cancelled. So do not cancel k here. So bring this k to this side. So you have 3k equals k square minus 3k. So take minus 3k here. So you get 6k equals k square, or k square minus 6k equals 0. K into k minus 6 equals 0. So we observe that k is equal to 0, or k equals 6. So in this condition, where we have taken the first 2 ratios, we get k equals plus minus 6. And here when I take these 2, I get k equal to 0 or k equal to 6. So what is the common answer? It is k equal to 6. So the value of k is equal to 6, such that you have both these 2 equations have infinitely many solutions. So question 22, there is a choice. So let's go through the first one. So in the figure, the altitudes are AD and you have CE. So you have 90 degrees here. So of the triangle ABC intersect at point P. So these two altitudes, that is AD and CE, intersect at point P. And we have to show that first one, triangle ABD. So you have triangle ABD must be similar to triangle CBE, and second one, triangle PDC similar to triangle BEC, right? So now we have to prove that these two triangles are similar. So let me redraw the triangles separately. So I have ABD. So this is ABD. So you have AB. So this is triangle ABD, and then you have CBE. So CBE is this triangle. So CBE. This is again 90 degrees. So observe that we have angle B is equal to angle B here. And then this is 90 degrees, this is 90 degrees, right? So therefore, let me write here ABD is equal to angle EBC. Right, because they both are the same angle. Next, angle ADB is equal to angle CEB. This is equal to 90 degrees. So therefore, by angle criterion, so two angles of two triangles are equal, the third angle also is equal. So by angle criterion, we have triangle ABD is similar to triangle CBE. So similarly, to prove that these two triangles are equal, let me redraw the two triangles separately. So I have PDC. So you have PDC. So this is PDC. D is 90 degrees. And then BEC. BEC. So you have BEC is again this angle. And this is again 90 degrees. So observe that these two angles are the same. So angle C is equal to angle C. And then you have PDC. This is 90, this is 90. This is equal to 90 degrees. So again, by angle criterion, we have these two triangles are similar. So therefore, triangle PDC is similar to triangle BEC. A very simple problem. The next one. So here in the figure you have DE parallel to AC. So DE is parallel to AC, whereas DF is parallel to AE. So we have to prove that BF by FE equals BE by EC. So now let me consider this triangle, the triangle ABC. So AC is parallel to DE. So DE. So this is D and this is E. Right? So now according to basic proportionality theorem, so by the basic proportionality theorem, what you have, BE by EC is equal to BD by DA. So let me call this as 1. Alright. So now let me consider the other triangle. So I have BAE, right? So I have AE which is parallel to DF. So I have a point here DF. So these two are parallel. Now observe again, BF by FE is equal to BD by DA, right? So let me call this as 2. So observe from 1 and 2, I have BD by DA equal to this, and BD by DA also equal to BF by FE. So from 1 and 2, okay, I can equate the LHS. So BE by EC is equal to BF by FE. So this is what we had to prove. There are two concentric circles of radii 5 and 3 centimeters. Find the length of the chord of the largest circle which touches the smallest circle. So I have two circles, and these two circles are concentric, right? So now I have a chord. So you have the chord of the larger circle touches the smaller circle. So let this point be O, which is the center. All right. So now let me join these two. So O, let this be A and let this be B. So AO is equal to OB, and let me join this. Let this be C. So we know that OC is perpendicular to AB, right? So now given that the radii of the larger circle, so the radius of the larger circle is 5, so OB equals OA, which is equal to 5 centimeters. And what about the radius of the smaller circle? OC is equal to 3. So this is 3 centimeters. So this is 5, this is 5, and this is 3. So I have a right angle triangle where the hypotenuse is 5, one side is 3, the other side has to be 4, because 3, 4, 5 are Pythagorean triplets. So you can use the Pythagoras theorem also. So if this is 4, this also is 4. So what is the question? The question states that you need to find the length of the chord of the larger circle. So AB is nothing but 4 plus 4, which is equal to 8 centimeters. Question 24. If cot theta equals 7 by 8, then evaluate 1 plus sine theta into 1 minus sine theta divided by 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta. So here this is of the form a plus b into a minus b, which is a square minus b square. So this can be written as 1 minus sine square theta divided by 1 minus cos square theta. And what is 1 minus sine square theta? It is cos square theta, because we know that sine square theta plus cos square theta equals 1. And what is cos square theta? 1 minus sine square theta. So this is cos square theta. And similarly 1 minus cos square theta. So I take cos square theta to the other side, you get sine square theta. So sine square theta. So this can be written as cos theta by sine theta, the whole square. What is cos by sine? It is cot. So this is nothing but cot theta the whole square. But cot theta is 7 by 8 the whole square, which is 49 by 64. A very simple problem. So again, question 25, you have an internal choice. Find the perimeter of a quadrant of a circle of radius 14 centimeters. So I need to find the perimeter of a quadrant. So this is a quadrant. Radius is 14 centimeters, right? So now to find the perimeter, I need to find this length. So what is this length? This is nothing but the circumference by 4, isn't it? So therefore the perimeter is, so here you have 14 plus 14, which is 28, plus 2 pi r by 4. And what is r? R is 14 centimeters. So you have 28 plus 2 into 22 by 7 into the radius is 14 divided by 4. So 7 2s are here. So 2 into 2 is 4 and 4 gets cancelled. So you have 28 plus 22, which is 50 centimeters. A very simple problem. Next one, find the diameter of a circle whose area is equal to the sum of areas of two circles of radii 24 centimeters and 7 centimeters. So I need to find the diameter of a circle whose area is equal to sum of two smaller circles. So I have a bigger circle whose area is, let's say, pi r square, and that area is the sum of two smaller circles of radius. One is 24 centimeters and 7 centimeters. So radius of the circle 24, the area is pi 24 square. So radius of the circle of 7 centimeter, its area is pi 7 square. So let me take pi common. I get 7 square plus 24 square. So you have pi r square, pi gets cancelled. So r square equals 49 plus 576, which is 625. Right? 24 square is 576. So we know that root of 625 equals 25 centimeters. So I need to find the diameter. So diameter is 2r, which is 2 into 25 equals 50 centimeters. The next section C consists of 6 questions of 3 marks each. Question 26. Prove that root 5 is an irrational number. So this is a very common question which is asked. Either you would get root 5 or root 2. So here we need to prove that root 5 is an irrational number. So to prove that it is an irrational number, let us first assume that root 5 is rational. So assume that root 5 is rational. So therefore, if this is a rational number, root 5 can be expressed in the form p by q, where p and q are co-primes. That means the HCF of p comma q is equal to 1. Now what does this mean? There is only one number 1 which divides both p and q. So taking q to this side, you have q root 5 equals p. Squaring both of them, you have q square into 5 equals p square. So this means 5 divides p, right? So 5 divides p square and also 5 divides p. So now if 5 divides p, so we have 5 divides p. So if that is the case, then I can write p as 5 into m, because 5 divides p. So therefore 5 into another number m is equal to p. Now squaring this, p square equals 25 m square. But what is p square? P square is 5 into q square. So you have 5 into q square equals 25 m square, or q square equals 5m square. So this essentially means that 5 divides q square, or 5 divides q. So here you have 5 divides p and 5 divides q. But what have we assumed? We have assumed that p and q are co-primes. That means the HCF of p comma q equals 1. But here we realize that the HCF of p comma q is equal to 5, which is a contradiction. So you have to write that this is in contradiction. So this is in contradiction with the assumption which we have made that p and q are co-primes. So therefore root 5 cannot be a rational number. So therefore root 5 is irrational. Find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. So this can be written as 6x square minus 7x minus 3. So observe, this is the quadratic polynomial. So we need to find the values of x. So to do that, find two numbers such that when you multiply them, you get 6 into minus 3 is 18. So find two numbers such that their product is minus 18 and their sum is minus 7. So very clearly it is minus 9 and plus 2. So minus 9 into 2 gives us minus 18. Minus 9 plus 2 gives us minus 7. So you have 6x square minus 9x plus 2x minus 3 equal to 0. So the common factor is 3x. So you get 2x minus 3 plus 1 into 2x minus 3 equals 0. So 3x plus 1, 2x minus 3 equals 0. So here x is minus 1 by 3 and 3 by 2. So these are the roots of the quadratic polynomial 6x square minus 7x minus 3. So we need to verify the relationship between the zeros and their coefficients. So what is the sum? The sum of the roots is minus b by a. Right? So this is a, this is b, and this is c. A is 6, b is minus 7, c is minus 3. So here, which implies that you have minus of minus 7 divided by 6, which is 7 by 6. Right? So let me write here, a is 6, b is minus 7, and c is minus 3. So let me add these two. minus 1 by 3 plus 3 by 2. So take 6 as the LCM. So you get, so here it is minus 2 plus 9, right? So it is 7 by 6. So we find that when you add the two zeros, you get 7 by 6, which is equal to minus b by a, whereas the product is equal to c by a. Now what is c by a? C is minus 3 and a is 6, which is minus 1 by 2. So now let me multiply the two roots. So minus 1 by 3 into 3 by 2. 3 gets cancelled, you get minus 1 by 2. So they are equal. So this is a very easy problem. So moving on with question 28. So question 28, you have an internal choice. So first one is a problem related to arithmetic progression. A shopkeeper gives books on rent for reading. She takes a fixed charge for the first 2 days. So there's a fixed charge for 2 days. So let that fixed charge, so you have the fixed charge for 2 days, be equal to x rupees, and an additional charge for each day thereafter. So there is one person, Latika, has paid rupees 22 as she has kept the books for 6 days. Whereas Anand has paid rupees 16 and he has kept the book for 4 days. Find the fixed charges and the charge per day. So the fixed charge for 2 days be x rupees and the additional charge per day be equal to rupees y. Right? So now you have Latika who has kept the book for 6 days. So Latika has paid 22 rupees for 6 days. So the first 2 days it's going to be x rupees, plus for the remaining 4 days, every day the additional charge is y. So it's going to be 4 into y. Now whereas Anand, he has paid 16 rupees for 4 days, right? So the first 2 days he pays x rupees and for the remaining 2 days he pays y. So we get two equations here, we need to solve them. So subtract these two, x get cancelled, so you have 6 equals to y. So y equals 6 by 2, which is 3. So substitute the value of y in any one of the equations. So let's take the second one. 16 equals x plus 2 into y, which is 3. So 2 into 3 is 6. So 16 minus 6 equals x. So x equals 10. Right? So y is 3 rupees, whereas x is 10 rupees. So therefore the fixed charge for 2 days is 10 rupees and the additional charge per day is 3 rupees. So you have an internal choice. So the next question is, places A and B are 100 kilometers apart on an highway. So this is question 28, the second part. So you have A and B are 100 kilometers apart. So the distance is 100. So one car starts from A. So let's assume that there's a car which starts from A moving in this direction, right? So this is car A, and there's another car which starts from B which moves in the same direction. So you have another car which starts from B, right? So this car also moves in the same direction, right? So these two cars meet at some point. So you have car B which is moving in this direction, car A is also moving in this direction, and at some point, let us say at point X, they both meet, right? So therefore you have car A which travels a distance of 100 plus bx, whereas car B travels a distance bx. And what else has been given? They travel in the same direction at different speeds and they meet in 5 hours. So these two cars meet in 5 hours. So the time taken for the car A to reach X is 5 and the time taken for car B to reach X is also 5 hours. And they travel at different speeds. So let the speed of car A be X kilometers per hour and let the speed of car B be equal to y kilometers per hour. Now they both travel different distances, but the time taken is the same, isn't it? So therefore, what is the time taken? The time taken is 5 hours, and we also know the distance, isn't it? So therefore, car A travels a distance AX. So we know that distance is equal to speed into time, and the speed of car A is x, time is 5, and the distance traveled by car B is bx, and that is equal to speed into time. The speed of car B is y, and the time taken is 5. So here we know that AX is equal to AB plus BX. Now what is AX? AX is the distance, which is 5x, equals AB is 100, plus what is BX? BX is 5y. So bring 5y to this side, so you get 5x minus 5y equals 100. Divide the whole equation by 5, you get x minus y equals 20, which happens to be the first equation. So this is the first scenario. The second scenario, if they travel towards each other, they meet in 1 hour. So again you have car starting from A and B. So now they are traveling towards each other. So car A is traveling in this direction and B is traveling in this direction, right? So therefore they meet, let's say, at some point which is y, right? So you have car which is starting from point A will reach y in 1 hour, and also the car which starts at point B will reach y in 1 hour, and the speeds are the same. So therefore the speed of car A is x kilometers per hour, and the speed of car B is y kilometers per hour itself, right? So therefore what is AB? AB is AY plus BY. Now what is AB? AB is 100 equals, what is AY? AY is the distance traveled by the car which starts from point A. So we know the distance is equal to speed into time. The time taken is 1 hour. So both the cars take 1 hour to reach point Y. So it is x into 1 plus, what is the speed of the car which starts from B? It is again y, and the time taken is 1. So you have x plus y equals 100, which is the second equation. So you have two equations. So I'll write equation 1 here. So if I add the two equations, y gets cancelled. So 2x equals 120. X equals 120 by 2, which is 60 kilometers per hour. Now substitute 60 in any one of them. So let me substitute in equation 1. 60 minus y equals 20. Take y to the side, bring 20 to LHS. So you get 60 minus 20 equals y, which implies y equals 40 kilometers per hour. So car which starts from point A is traveling at a speed of 60 kilometers per hour, whereas the car which starts at point B travels at 40 kilometers per hour. So question 29, in the figure PQ is the chord of length 8 centimeters. So PQ is 8 centimeters of a circle of radius 5. So PO equals OQ equals 5 centimeters. The tangents at P and Q intersect at a point T. So this is point T here. So you have a tangent from P and Q intersect at this point T. So we need to find the length TP. So let this be X, and let me call this as Y. Now we know that TO and PQ are at right angle, so this is 90 degrees, right? And we also know that this line, that is TR, bisects PQ, right? So therefore PR will be 4 and RQ will be 4. So consider the triangle PRO. So you have a triangle PRO. So this is P, this is R, this is O. This is 5 centimeters, this is 90 degrees, this is 4. So we know that in a right angle triangle, if the hypotenuse is 5 and one of the side is 4, the other side will be 3. Why? Because 3, 4, 5 are Pythagorean triplets. So therefore RO equals 3 centimeters. So this is 3 centimeters. So now we have assumed that TP be X and TR be Y. So we consider the triangle TPR. So in the triangle TPR, which is again a right angle triangle, so this is 90 degrees, TP is the hypotenuse. So therefore TP square equals TR square plus PR square. Now what is TP? X square. What is TR? Y square. And what is PR? PR is 4. So X square equals Y square plus 4 square, which is 16. So let me call this as equation 1. Now let me consider triangle TPO. So in this triangle TPO, so this is TPO, we know that the radius and the tangent are at right angles. So therefore this happens to be the hypotenuse. And this is Y plus 3. So TO is Y plus 3. This is X and this is 5. Right? So therefore TO square equals TP square plus PO square. So TO square is Y plus 3 the whole square equals X square plus PO is 5 square, which is 25. So A plus B whole square. So you have Y square plus 6Y plus 9 equals X square plus 25. So what is X square? From 1, X square is Y square plus 16. So Y square plus 6Y plus 9 equals X square is Y square plus 16. So you have Y square plus 16 plus 25. So Y square gets cancelled. 6Y equals, so this is 25 plus 16 is 41 minus 9. So 6Y is equal to 41 minus 9 is 32. Y equals 32 by 6, which is 16 by 3. Right? So Y is 16 by 3. So we need to find X. We need to find TP. So let me substitute Y in this equation, in equation 1. So we have X square equals Y square, which is 16 by 3 whole square plus 16. So this is 256 by 9 plus 16, which is 256 plus 16 into 9 is 144 by 9. So 256 plus 144 is 400 by 9. So X square is 400 by 9. So what is X? X is root of 400 by 9, which is 20 by 3 centimeters. Right? So the value of X or TP is 20 by 3 centimeters. Prove that tan theta divided by 1 minus cot theta plus cot theta divided by 1 minus tan theta equals 1 plus secant theta cosecant theta. So we know that tan is sine by cos and cot is cos by sine. So let me do the substitution. So sine theta by cos theta divided by 1 minus cos theta by sine theta plus cos theta by sine theta divided by 1 minus sine theta by cos theta. Right? So now if I take the LCM here in the denominator, you get sine theta minus cos theta divided by sine theta here. So this sine theta can be taken to the numerator. So you get sine square theta and cos theta comes to the denominator. Similarly, plus if I take the LCM here, you get cos theta minus sine theta divided by cos. So this cos goes to the numerator. You get cos square theta and this sine comes here. So you have sine theta. So now let us take the LCM. So before I take the LCM, remember here you have cos theta minus sine theta and here I have sine theta minus cos theta. I can take minus sign outside. So you get sine square theta divided by cos theta into sine theta minus cos theta. So if I take minus sign here, you get cos square theta divided by sine theta minus cos theta into sine theta. So now let me take the LCM. So the LCM is sine theta cos theta into sine theta minus cos theta. Right? So what is missing here? it is sine. So sine gets multiplied with this, you get sine cube theta minus cos cube theta. So this is of the form a cube minus b cube. Now what is a cube minus b cube? It is a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. So therefore the numerator can now be written as a minus b, which is sine theta minus cos theta into sine square theta plus ab is sine theta cos theta plus b square is cos square theta, and denominator you have sine theta cos theta sine theta minus cos theta. So sine theta minus cos theta gets cancelled. Sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1. So it is 1 plus sine theta cos theta divided by sine theta cos theta. Right? So what is sine theta cos theta divided by sine theta cos theta? It is 1 plus you have 1 by sine theta cos theta, which is 1 plus. So what is reciprocal of cos theta? It is secant theta. What is reciprocal of sine theta? It is cosecant theta. So we have the RHS, which is 1 plus secant theta into cosecant theta. So there's an internal choice. The second part is if sine theta plus cos theta equals root 3, we need to prove that tan theta plus cot theta equals 1. So let us consider tan theta plus cot theta. Now tan theta can be written as sine theta by cos theta plus cot can be written as cos theta by sine theta, right? So now let me take the LCM. I have sine theta cos theta, and here you have sine square theta plus cos square theta, right? So we have to prove that this is equal to 1, right? So now what is sine square theta plus cos square theta? It is 1 by sine theta cos theta. So we have to prove that 1 by sine theta cos theta, which is nothing but tan theta plus cot theta, is equal to 1. So we have to prove this. So I have to prove that 1 by sine theta into cos theta is equal to 1. Now given that sine theta plus cos theta is equal to root 3. So squaring this expression, so I have sine theta plus cos theta. Let me square on both the sides. So you get sine square theta plus cos square theta plus 2 sine theta cos theta equals root 3 square is 3. Now what is sine square theta plus cos square theta? It is 1 plus 2 sine theta cos theta equals 3. Take 1 to this side, you get 2 sine theta cos theta equals 3 minus 1, which is 2. So you have sine theta cos theta into 2. So 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So I have sine theta cos theta equals 1. So call it as equation 1. So using equation 1 here, so I have 1 divided by sine theta cos theta is 1, so which is equal to 1. So we have proved that tan theta plus cot theta is equal to 1 if sine theta plus cos theta equals root 3. Question 31. Two dice are thrown at the same time. What is the probability that the sum of the two numbers appearing on the top of the dice is? So first one, if the sum is 8. So when you throw two dice simultaneously, we get 36 combinations. It could be 1 1, 1 2, 1 3, 1 4, 1 5, 1 6, and so on up to 6 6. So we have 36 different combinations. So now what has been asked? The sum of the two numbers appearing on top of the die has to be 8. So let's identify what they are. So the sum has to be 8. So you have 2 comma 6 is 8, and then you have 3 comma 5, 4 comma 4, then you have 5 comma 3, 6 comma 2. So there are 5 combinations such that their sum is 8. So therefore, probability that the sum is 8 equals 5 by 36. Second one, what is the probability that the sum is 13. So we find that the highest sum is 6 plus 6, which is 12. So you will never get the sum equal to 13. So therefore the probability that the sum is equal to 13 is 0. 3. What is the probability that the sum is less than or equal to 12? So sum is less than or equal to 12. So we find that all of them, all the 36 are either less than or equal to 12, isn't it? So it's going to be 36 by 36, which is equal to 1. So the probability is 1. So this completes all the problems from section C. Hello. So section D, there are 4 questions of 5 marks each. So question 32, there is an internal choice. Given an express train takes 1 hour less than a passenger train to cover a distance of 132 kilometers. So the distance is 132 kilometers. And let TE be the time taken by the express train, TP be the time taken by the passenger train. So given that TE equals TP minus 1, right? Because the express train takes 1 hour less compared to the passenger train. For example, if the express train takes 5 hours, the passenger train would take 6 hours. So 6 minus 1 would give me 5. So we have TE equals TP minus 1. If the average speed of the express train is 11 kilometers per hour more than that of the passenger train. So let the speed of the passenger train be x, right? So speed of passenger train be x kilometers per hour. So the speed of the express train would be x plus 11 kilometers per hour, because the express train speed is 11 kilometers per hour more than that of the passenger train. So we have this relation here. So time is nothing but distance by speed. What is the distance? Distance is 132. So therefore the time taken by the express train is the distance traveled, which is 132, divided by the speed of the express train, which is x plus 11, equal to TP is again the distance divided by speed of the passenger train, which is x minus 1. So bring this term to the other side. So you get 132 into 1 by x plus 1, 11 minus 1 by x. So I have taken 132 common, equal to minus 1. So this is 132 into, so you have x minus x plus 11. So if I remove the brackets, you get minus x minus 11 divided by x into x plus 11 equal to minus 1. So x gets cancelled. So 132 into minus 11 gives me minus 1452 divided by x square plus x into 11 equal to minus 1. So minus 1 gets cancelled. So I take the denominator to the right hand side. So we get x square plus 11x equals 1452, or x square plus 11x minus 1452 equals 0. So splitting the middle term, so we observe that the two numbers are 44 and minus 33. So 44 into minus 33 gives me minus 1452, whereas 44 plus of minus 33 would give me 11. So this is split as x square plus 44x minus 33x minus 1452 equals 0. X into x plus 44 minus 33 into x plus 44 equals 0. So you have x minus 33, x plus 44 equal to 0. Right? So I equate this to 0. You get x equals 33 kilometers per hour. So this happens to be the speed of the passenger train. So this is the speed of the passenger train. What is speed of the express train? It is 33 plus 11, which is 44 kilometers per hour. So we have another problem. A motorboat whose speed is 18 kilometers per hour. Right? So you have a motorboat. Its speed is 18 kilometers per hour. So speed of motorboat is 18 kilometers per hour. In still water takes 1 hour more to go 24 kilometers upstream. So the distance is 24 kilometers. So you have a motorboat which is going upstream. So while it goes upstream, it takes 1 hour more compared to while the motorboat travels downstream, traveling the same distance of 24 kilometers. So again, the time taken for the motorboat to go upstream is equal to time taken by the motorboat to go downstream. So the time taken by the motorboat to go upstream is 1 hour more, isn't it? So therefore, downstream plus 1, the time taken by the motorboat to go downstream plus 1 hour gives the time taken for the motorboat to go upstream. Now let us assume that the speed of the flow of water is x kilometers per hour, right? So when the motorboat is going upstream, the water is flowing down, so the effective speed would be 18 minus x, right? So the speed upstream would be 18 minus x, whereas the speed downstream would be 18 plus x. So this is what we have to remember. So substituting these two in this equation, we know that time is distance by speed. So time upstream is 24, that is the distance, divided by 18 minus x, that is the speed upstream, equals 24 divided by 18 plus x plus 1. So taking this term to LHS, you have 24 into 1 by 18 minus x minus 1 by 18 plus x equals 1. So I've taken 24 outside. So 24. So you have 18 plus x minus 18 plus x. That means if I remove the brackets with a minus sign, this becomes minus 18 and then plus x divided by. So this is of the form a plus b into a minus b, right? So you have 18 square minus x square equal to 1. So what gets cancelled? 18 and 18 gets cancelled. So you have 24 into 2x divided by 18 square is 324 minus x square equals 1. So this gives us 24 into 2 is 48x divided by 324 minus x square equals 1. So I take this to the right hand side. So you get 324 minus x square equals 48x. Taking all the terms to the right hand side, minus x square becomes plus x square, plus 48x, this becomes minus 324 equals 0. So the equation is x square plus 48x minus 324 equals 0. So this can be split as 54 and minus 6. So 54 into minus 6 gives me minus 324, whereas 54 plus of minus 6 gives me 48. So x square plus 54x minus 6x minus 324 equals 0. X into x plus 54 minus 6 into x plus 54 equals 0. So you have x minus 6 into x plus 54 equals 0. Right? So what is x? X is equal to 6 kilometers per hour. So what do we need to calculate? We need to find the speed of the stream. So speed of the stream is 6 kilometers per hour. So question 33, prove that if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides in distinct points, the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. And in the figure, we need to find EC if AD by DB equals AE by EC. So of course the proof is basic proportionality theorem. So you need to prove that theorem. So you can go through the textbook. So here AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. So let's substitute. AD is 2 by 6 equals 3 by EC. So what is EC? EC is, so I take 6 to this side, 6 into 3 divided by 2. So 2 3s are, so EC equals 9 centimeters. So go through the proof of basic proportionality theorem given in the textbook. So this completes problem 33. So next one, is again a choice. So here both the problems are taken directly from the NCERT textbook. So the first one, the pen stand one, is an exercise problem, whereas the second one is a worked example, which is very easy. So you have a pen stand which is made in, so the dimensions of the cuboid are given. So it is 15 centimeters by 10 centimeters by 3.5 centimeters. And the radius of the depression is, so you have a cone. So the radius of the depression, so r equals 0.5 centimeters, and the depth, so the depth is, so let me call it as h, which is 1.4 centimeters. So we need to find the volume of the entire stand. So what is volume of the entire stand? It is volume of cuboid minus 4 times volume of cone. So what is volume of cuboid? It is 15 into 10 into 3.5 minus, so we know that the volume of the cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h, so into 4 times, right? So when I multiply all of them here, I get 525. I've calculated, it is the problem given in the book. Minus 4 by 3 into 22 by 7 into r is 0.5, 1 by 2 whole square into 1.4. So the value is 1.466. So this value is 1.466. So 525 minus 1.466 gives us 523.5 centimeter cube. Right? So question 34, the next part. Ramesh made a bird bath for his garden in the shape of a cylinder. So the diagram has been given, right? So with 3 stands, right? So this radius is 30 centimeters and this height is 1.45 meters, right? Find the total surface area of the bird bath. So the TSA, the total surface area of the bird bath is, so you have the curved surface area of the cylinder, which is 2 pi RH plus, so there is a hemispherical depression, right? So the surface area of the hemisphere is 2 pi r square. So what is the radius? Radius is 30 centimeters, which is 0.3 meters. And the height is 1.45 meters. So substituting 2 into 22 by 7 into 0.3 into 0.3 plus 1.45. So if I calculate, we get the answer as 3.3 meters square. So this is a worked example given in the textbook. So question 35 is a direct problem. A life insurance agent found the following data for distribution of ages of 100 policy holders. We need to calculate the median age. So this is the data which has been given. So to find the median, we need to find CF, the cumulative frequency. So you have 2, 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 plus 18 is 24. So 21 plus 24 is 45, 45 plus 33 is 78, 78 plus 11 is 98, then you have 89, 78 plus 11 is 89, 89 plus 3 is 92, plus 6 is 98, plus 2 is 100, right? So we need to find n by 2, so n by 2 equals 100 by 2, which is 50. So here we need to identify the median class. So n by 2 is 50. So 50 basically lies within the range 35 to 40, because from 30 to 35 CF is 45, right? So 50 lies in this range. So this happens to be the median class. So this is the median class. So what is L? L happens to be the lower limit of the median class, which is 35. N by 2 is 50. CF is the cumulative frequency of the previous class. So CF is 45. And F happens to be the frequency of the median class, which is 33. And what is H? H is 40 minus 35, which is 5. So substituting all the values in the equation, so you have the median equals 35 plus n by 2 is 50 minus 45 divided by f is 33 into 5. So this is 35 plus 5 into 5 is 25 by 33. So when you calculate, you get the value as 35 plus 0.7576. Make sure that you calculate. So the answer is 35.7576. So this happens to be the median value. Next, section E, there are 3 case study questions. All the 3 case study questions given in the basic sample paper are very easy. So let's go through them. So question 36, the first case study. In the month of April to June 2022, the exports of passenger cars from India increased by 26% and so on. So what is important is a car manufacturing company planned to produce 1,800 cars in its 4th year and 2,600 cars in its 8th year. So assuming that the production increases uniformly by a fixed number every year. So that means D is fixed, right? So therefore this is a problem related to arithmetic progression. So the 4th year means n equals 4, and this happens to be A4 and this happens to be A8. So A4 equals A plus 4 minus 1 into D, which implies A4. What is A4? A4 is 1,800 equals A plus 3D, and A8 equals A plus 8 minus 1 into D. Now this implies that what is A8? 2,600 equals A plus 70. So the first question, we need to find the production in the first year. That means I need to find A, right? So let me write the second equation below this. 1,800 equals A plus 3D. If I subtract, A gets cancelled. So 2,600 minus 1,800 is 800 equals 4D. So 4D equals 800. So D equals 800 by 4, which is equal to 200. So now substitute the value of D in any one of the equations. So you get 1,800 equals A plus 3D. 3 into 200 is 600. So A equals 1,800 minus 600, which is 1,200. So A is 1,200. That's the first answer. Second one, find the production in the 12th year. So which is A12 equals A plus 11D, which is A is 1,200 plus 11 into D is 200. So you have 1,200 plus 2,200. So you get 3,400. So the production in the 12th year is 3,400. Next, question 3, there's an internal choice. Find the total production in the first 10 years. So you have S10 equals N by 2, which is 10 by 2 into 2 into A. A is 1,200. 2 into A plus N minus 1. 10 minus 1 is 9 into what is D? D happens to be 200. So this is 5. So you get 5 into 2,400 plus 1,800. So 2,400 plus 1,800 into 5 gives me 5 into 4,200. So this is 21,000. So S10 is 21,000. Now there's an internal choice. In how many years will the total production reach 31,200? So Sn equals 31,200, and we know that what is A is 1,200, D is also 200. So we need to find the value of N. So 31200 equals N by 2 into 2 into A plus N minus 1 into D, which is 200. Alright, so now we have 31,200 equals N by 2 into, so here you have 2400 plus n minus 1 into 200. So what I'll do is I can cancel 2, right? So this becomes 1200 and this becomes 100. So this is 31,200 equals n into 1200 minus 100 is 1100 plus 100n. So you get 100n square plus 1100n equals 31,200. So divide the entire equation by 100. So you get n square plus 11n minus 312 equals 0. So if I split the middle term, you get 24 and minus 30, right? So you have n square plus 24n minus 13n minus 312 equals 0. N into n plus 24 minus 13 into n plus 24 equals 0. N minus 13 into n plus 24 equals 0. If I equate this to 0, I get n equals 13, right? So therefore, in 13 years, the total production would be 31,200. So the next case study is very easy. You need to find the distances between the various cities, and there is a map given. So first of all, write the coordinates of the different points, right? So the coordinate of L, Lucknow, so this is question 37. L is 5, 10, and then you have N, which is Nasik, is 2, 6, and then B, Bhuj, is 0, 7, whereas P, Puri, is 8, 6, right? So the first thing, you need to find the distance between Lucknow and Bhuj. So using distance formula, we have 0 minus 5 the whole square plus 7 minus 10 the whole square. So therefore, you have minus 5 square, which is 25, and this is minus 3 square is 9. So this is root 34 units. If quota internally divides the line segment joining Lucknow to Bhuj in the ratio 3:2, so find the coordinates of K. So we need to find the coordinates of K. So this Lucknow to Bhuj, so this is L, this is B, the coordinates are 5, 10, and B is 0, 7. I need to find K, and the ratio is 3:2. So I need to find K, coordinates x, y. So x, y, K equals mx2. So this is 3 into 0 plus 2 into 5 divided by m plus n, which is 3 plus 2, which is 5, comma 3 into 7 plus 2 into 10 divided by 5. So you have 10 by 5, which is 2, and this is 21 plus 20 by 5. So the coordinates are 2, 41 by 5. So K is 2, 41 by 5. 3. Name the type of triangle formed by the places Lucknow, Nasik and Puri. So the third one, so you have Lucknow, which is 5, 10, and then you have Nasik. N is 2, 6, and Puri is 8, 6. So let's assume that they form a triangle. So L, N and P. So we need to identify the kind of triangle. So you have to use distance formula. What is Ln? So Ln equals root of 2 minus 5, which is 3 square, that is minus 3 whole square, plus 6 minus 10 is minus 4 the whole square. So 3 square is 9 plus 16 root is 5 units. And then you have NP, which is 8 minus 2 is 6 square plus 0 square. 6 minus 6 is 0 square, which is 6 units. So next is LP, which is 8 minus 5 is 3 square plus minus 4 the whole square. So this is again 9 plus 16 whole root, which is root of 25, which is 5 units. So what kind of a triangle is this? This is an isosceles triangle. We need to find a point on the longitude, that is the y-axis, which is equidistant from the point L and P. So you need to find a point on the y-axis. So any point on the y-axis will have the coordinates 0, y, and that is equidistant from L. So L is 5, 10, and then you have P. So P is 8, 6. Right, so this distance is the same, so this is equal to this. So let this point be x. So XL is equal to XP, right? So XL is equal to XP. So we know that using distance formula, 5 minus 0, 5 minus 0 the whole square plus 10 minus y the whole square whole root equals 8 minus 0 the whole square plus 6 minus y the whole square whole root. So squaring, you have 25 plus a square. This is of the form a minus b whole square. So 100 minus 2 into 10 into y plus y square equals 64 plus 36 minus 12y plus y square. So y square gets cancelled. So you have 125 minus 20y equals 100 minus 12y. So bring 100 to this side, you get 125 minus 100 equals, take minus 20, you get plus 20y minus 12y. So 25 equals 8y, or y equals 25 by 8. So this point x is 0, 25 by 8. So this point x is equidistant from L and P. So case study 3 is a very simple problem. So here you have a Jhula which is located 5 kilometers northeast of the city of Rishikesh. So that's not required to solve the problem. So the diagram has been given, and it is been given that the height of the bridge is about 80 meters from the river, right? So therefore this distance is 18. So PC is the height of the bridge from the river, which is 18, and this angle is 60, 30, 30. So we need to find the distance PA. First one is find PA. Now these two lines are parallel, so if this is 60, this also is 60 degrees. So consider triangle PAC, right? So if I consider triangle P, so here we need to find PA. So PA happens to be the hypotenuse. So what is sine 60 degrees? It is opposite side by hypotenuse, which is equal to PC by PA. So PA equals, PC is 18 divided by sine 60 is root 3 by 2. So which is 18 into 2 divided by root 3. So let me rationalize this. Alright, so root 3 into root 3 is 3. So you get 18 into 2 root 3 divided by 3. So 3 ones are 3 6 are. So it is 12 root 3 meters. So PA is 12 root 3 meters. So to find PB, if this is 30 degrees, this again is 30 degrees. I need to find PB. So again, this forms a right angle triangle. So consider triangle PCB, right? So again use sine 30. So sine 30 degrees is PC by PB. So what is PC? 18 by PB, and sine 30 is 1 by 2. So this is equal to 1 by 2. So PB equals 18 into 2, which is 36 meters. 3. Find the width of the river, which is AB. So I need to find AB. AB is nothing but AC plus BC, right? So again consider triangle PAC. So you have tan 60 degrees, which is opposite side by adjacent side, that is PC is 18 divided by AC, right? So tan 60 is root 3 equals 18 by AC, or AC equals 18 by root 3. So let me rationalize this. Root 3 by root 3. So root 3 into root 3 is 3. So you get 18 by 3 into root 3. So this is 6 root 3. So AC is 6 root 3 meters. Next, to find BC, consider this triangle. So again, I consider tan 30, which is PC by CB. What is PC? 18 divided by CB. Right? So what is tan 30 degrees? It's 1 by root 3 equals 18 by CB. So CB equals 18 root 3 meters. So this is 18 root 3 meters. So what is the total length? AB equals 6 root 3 plus 18 root 3, which is 24 root 3 meters. Right? So the width of the river AB is 24 root 3 meters. So again, now there is a choice. Find the height BQ. So we need to find the height BQ. If the angle of elevation from P to Q is 30 degrees, so this is 30, and this of course is 18, right? This is 13 root 3 meters. So to find the whole length, right? So we need to find BQ. So to find BQ, let me first find QR. So consider triangle PQR. So to find QR, so you have tan 30. So tan 30 degrees is opposite side by adjacent side. So QR divided by PR, which is 18 root 3. Right? So what is tan 30? 1 by root 3 into 18 root 3 equals QR. Root 3 gets cancelled. QR equals 18 meters. So this is 18. BR is also 18 meters. So therefore, BQ equals 18 plus 18, which is equal to 36 meters. Right? So this completes solving the entire question paper, the basic question paper. So very shortly, I will also upload the standard question paper, which has been released by the board. And all the best for your examinations. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe, and press the bell icon to get notifications of all the further uploads. And thanks for watching.